What's up guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm showing you a brand new team that I've been using. I was struggling, as you know, with Magnezone. I freaking hate that thing. I was struggling with it. I was thinking, what can I use that, you know, has good coverage against Magnezone but also has some coverage against some of the other Pokemon that are in the meta, like Dragonite and Togekiss and stuff like that. And so I was thinking Machamp, and so I decided to use that on my team. And then I decided to go back with Snorlax, but I wanted to have like a surprise move on that one, so I decided to run Outrage on it. So I don't know many people that are using Outrage, but I have seen some people use it. But yeah, so I'm trying still with the Metagross lead because it's my best buddy. It does so well with that best buddy boost. So I'm still using that, but then I'm using Machamp and Snorlax with different moves. Oh, in the Machamp, I'm not using Cross Chop. I'm not even using Dynamic Punch, I'm using Close Combat because it charges faster than Dynamic Punch and it does more damage. So it's like a good nuke move that a lot of people aren't expecting. They'll probably be expecting Cross Chop, and you'll see me land a bunch of these in the next couple videos. So let's just get into the first battle, which is a bonus battle. I'm putting it up front. This was me running the prior team, but this battle was too good for me not to show. So yeah. Also, before I start, you'll notice there's no thumbnail for this video because I really don't want a lot of people to see this team right now. So if you're watching this, just consider yourself the select few that are going to get like a sneak peek at this team. I purposely didn't make a thumbnail for this video because I didn't want that many people to see it until maybe tomorrow. So you guys are lucky that you clicked. So thank you so much for the support. Let's get into the battle. So we have a Metagross. Our Metagross leads against a Gyarados, and I immediately switch against the Dragon Breath Gyarados. It is possible if you want to stay in, maybe burn some shields, but I elect to just switch out immediately into Dragonite, and then they switch into their own Metagross. So now I charge up to the Hurricane to try to bait the shield. It doesn't work, so I'm just going to try to go for it again, or I'm going to go for the Hurricane this time to see if I can knock it out. If I can land this, I'll knock it out, but if not, it won't. But we do, so good. Alright, Gyarados, so we won that secondary matchup. We have switch advantage now, which is awesome. We're a little bit more in control of the match, and we land the Dragon Claw, and then I decided to give up switch advantage, kind of. I don't know why I did that, but I just didn't want it to farm. That was probably why. I didn't want it to farm me up. So I know it only has one more Pokemon in the back, so I'm hoping just it's nothing crazy, like not a Magnezone or something. It's Snorlax. So we shield and go for the Crunch, and this is where the battle gets crazy. So he tanks it, obviously no problem, and he's going to knock out my Gyarados. What I do here after this is just like I was down 0 to 2 shields. This was like such a bad scenario for me to be in. I decided to sack swap. Oh my gosh, I was not even counting the moves. I was just counting my own moves and basing his count based off of mine. So I tank a superpower with Dragonite. I'm able to just farm down the Gyarados, and then this has to be superpower because he needs to knock me out, but it doesn't. My extra HP kind of came in handy there. I don't think there's a bulk point there, but man, we farm it down and we win with our opponent having 2 shields. So that was a crazy battle. That sack swap on the Snorlax was humongous. Okay, let's get into the current set. Metagross against a Dragonite. This is a good lead, so I'm going to try to talk about if I make a longer video on this team, because I'm doing pretty well with it so far. I'm up like over 100 points. And so if I decide to make a longer video, I'll try to organize it better, like Caleb Peng's videos where I show a bunch of videos with the same lead. Like my opponent has the same lead, but I'm not sure if I'll do that yet, just because, I don't know. We're just going to go the normal format. But they do a sack swap there on like the CMP, so that was good on their part. But they give us switch advantage. So we come in with Machamp, and now you're about to see Machamp kind of do its thing. So this is very important. 8 bullet punches for the first Meteor Mash, but it's only 7 for the next 2, so I'm counting their moves, and as long as they don't get to that 7th Bullet Punch, I can just farm down with Machamp, and that's what I would prefer to do. So that's what I did there. I was counting their moves. I'm able to get to a double charge Rock Slide, and now I can go for a double charge Close Combat. If I land one of these, it's going to be huge. And the shield, that was their last shield, so I was guaranteed to land one. And watch how much damage this does. Humongous damage, and I have a shield, and they just quit because I was just putting the hurt on them, and it was just not even close at that point. So we win game 1. Game 2, we're leading against a Metagross. Now, I've made some mistakes, I don't know in this set or in other sets, but I definitely nailed down how to beat this thing, or how to, play this matchup. I just go straight Earthquake now, and I will always shield the first attack. If you don't shield and it happens to be a bait, you're going to be in a little bit of a better situation, but if you don't shield and that happens, you're going to get knocked out, and you're doing an uphill battle. So now they come in with Gengar of all Pokemon. I wasn't expecting that. Hadn't seen that in a while since I battled Country Nerd 24. That was like the last time I seen it. But it has Focus Blast, so I was really worried about that. And so I decided to shield, and it ends up being a Sludge Bomb. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just running Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. I can probably tank. I think I did tank the first Sludge Bomb there anyways. But we have plenty of energy. We go for the Outrage, and we land it. So the surprise move on Snorlax already paying off in the very first set. So I'm happy with this. And now I'm going to try to Sack Swap maybe, but no, I think I just go for the Body Slam. So this should do a good chunk damage, because I don't believe this Pokemon is very tanky. Hydreigon? I can't pronounce that one yet. But anyways, they come back in with Metagross, and we go for the Close Combat, and we land it, and we just counter them down. So we win the second game despite getting our Metagross KO'd early on. So already we're seeing the power of Close Combat and Outrage. It's just crazy. Okay, Metagross lead again. Let's see if I play this better. My current strategy now, I like to just go for straight Earthquake. You could go for straight Meteor Mash and don't even try to bait. If they know you're throwing a Meteor Mash, they're most likely not going to shield. You'll take a big chunk of damage, which could help you later on. But I tend to go for the Earthquake because I'm either going to get a shield or I will knock them out pretty much. So I like to get their shields off as quickly as possible, because then Snorlax can come in with Outrage, the Champ can come in with Close Combat and do a ton of damage, but I need their shields to be down in order to take advantage of that, which is why I just tend to throw Earthquake. So I go for the Body Slam here with Snorlax, and we're going to have to... I'm going to tank this because I believe I could farm it down before it gets to another one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they didn't get to 7, so we farm it down. This is huge because now I can go... They're most likely thinking I'm going to bait, so I'm going to go straight for Outrage. And we land it again. So, God, Snorlax is just doing work with that Outrage. Snorlax has so many good moves. I've been seeing people use Skull Bash lately. A lot of people have been running the Swampert, Togekiss, Snorlax line because they've been watching that FP Sticks video where he was showcasing that team. And I swear, in the last day and a half, I've been seeing a ton of those teams. But the good news is, it's very beatable with our team. So even if you lead Metagross into Swampert, it's super beatable. So I love this team. Anyways, Body Slam, we're going to shield it. And I'm going to try to farm it a little bit more. And because they're out of shields, I can go Close Combat. And this should be GG's. See, Cross Chop may not have KO'd, maybe it would have, but Close Combat, it's like guarantee. Even if they're at like more than 50% health, you could pretty much knock them out. So I love that move. We're 3-0 in the set, and we lead into a Machamp. Now Machamp, you can beat heads up, so you got to match shields. So I go for the Meteor Mash. I tend to throw the first shield just to let them think I'm serious about winning this matchup. I want to put pressure on my opponent, so I shield right away and sending a message like, hey, I'm gonna win this matchup, so you better get ready to burn your shields. And so that's what they do. Now, I usually like don't. I've been playing with like letting this thing go, but at least if I can get a second shield, then I'm okay. Sometimes we still will win the matchup, but depends on if I'm feeling like shielding. But like, this is okay to me because I know I just said that I want to win the matchup, but like I only do that sometimes. Sometimes I just kind of, if I get their shields, I'm like okay with that because then I can farm up with whatever Pokemon I come in with. So they have no shields, so that I'm very dangerous. I have a shield and I have like punishing moves. So Togekiss, this is no problem. I'm just gonna go straight Body Slam, and I have a shield. I'm gonna save the shield for most likely for my Machamp. In fact, I probably should use it here. Let's see if I use it with this one, because there's really no point having a shield with. Now I decided to, yeah, see, this was maybe a dumb play on my part. I was hoping to get to a Rock Slide to take out this Togekiss, but I maybe should have just done some more damage with my Snorlax first, and I think that was my mistake here, because now I leave myself with no health to get to my close combat, and then my Snorlax is pretty useless too. So that was my mistake there. I shouldn't have switched in so early against the Togekiss. I should have just let it knock out my Snorlax and then came in into a weaker Togekiss with my Machamp. I think that may have been better, but anyways, so yeah, we lose that one game. We lead into a Garchomp, and I decide to auto switch into Snorlax. They switch into their Snorlax after throwing the Sand Tomb. So now we're in a mirror match, and I'm worried about Superpower, but they're not going to usually throw it really soon. They're going to wait till the end because it lowers their defense and attack. So they usually will wait till the end, so I'm not really worried about too much in the early on part of this matchup. So I'm just going to go for the Outrage, and that does have slightly more damage. I don't think it's more energy efficient though, so I'm just going to go straight Body Slam next time. I don't think Outrage is worth throwing unless you know it's going to knock them out. But anyways, they come back in with Metagross, or not Metagross, Garchomp, and we're both saving our shield, which is very interesting. So never shield the first Sand Tomb, shield the second one, it just does more damage. And so we land the Meteor Mash. I'm still wondering why they're not shielding. So we get a hair bit of lag, and then we knock out the Garchomp, which is like really a big threat to us. So I'm glad we did that. And we have enough energy for a Meteor Mash. This will guarantee to get a shield, if not KO. So we get the shield. I decided to switch in with Machamp because I can farm it down. Well, I thought I could farm it down, but I have to use a shield. I want to save this Machamp in case I need it. And there we go, we have a Togekiss. So now we have some health. We can get to a Rock Slide, possibly get to another Rock Slide. So I'm going to keep going. I don't think I'm going to get to it. Did I get to it? So that was huge. Shielding that last attack was definitely crucial. I would have not been able to get to that Rock Slide. And so now I try to get a little bit of a Bullet Punch off, but I have a Body Slam already banked. So that was lucky. So we go for that, and then like one lick or whatever knocks it down, and then we have enough health with a shield to lick down this Snorlax. And so we go 4-1 in our very first attempt with this team. And I've definitely gotten better with this team over time, but I'm also playing tougher players now. So I'm usually getting 4 1s and 3 2s. But I mean, that's awesome. I'll take that all day. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Do me a favor, don't share this video with anybody. Keep it a secret because, man, it is powerful. In tomorrow's video, you're going to see probably the most hilarious battle with this team ever. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.